bring to your table forest science as a very simple one, as a very practical one, and as a very collective science. It's not a solitary science that it's basically for the scientists alone, but everybody who loves trees, who knows the benefits of trees, are part of this clarion call.
You are talking about bringing it to the doorsteps of the Ghanaian, and mostly those who are closer to our forest. Brofionti. Ni abetra na eka brofa kesi. Almost no mucha nua iguyo. Nti se na okan ye no. Kwan bi aso na ha wona otitwi nti wo. All right. Mama aboya na yetimi ate nyamo pese mo be ye no ase no. Before we continue on, I don't know, program, no. When is the program coming on? Where is the program going to take place? The time that the program will start is very, very important. Sure. Maybe somebody is somewhere, he wants to come. So help us to put that one down.
Okay. Make a cheaper. It's ochina obia oye edue hu adwuma. Obia owo dopama edua. In fact, obia openu nkwa bia ye hyiemu wo Uner.
Ene so momutun ya wotima market.
In fact, ukra wo bisa me kra wo ka ho bi.
Say the ye beba bebo de.
Because induane na ema ye mframa ye humi. Eye induane na eduma ye. Nti obia nti contractors eba emma omudi dwa wo omudi wood ye say women in timber Ghana omoba ya yesua endua te say meme type yeso ye contractors eba forestry officials ba wildlife for ba ye nyina ye hie mu old auditorium Uner 10 o'clock pepe
old auditorium
pacho ani
dabena
pacho nyame boa ochina ye nyina ye hie anopa. Okay. 10 a.m. Ewo old auditorium. Ewo Uner. Ye nyina ye hie mu ho. Na ya dwendwen kwan a ye bebo ye koa ye forest ho ban. Amane mfaso anya na ende no. Ye nya ne da.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dr. Michael, let me come to you. As far as your department is concerned, what is the Forest Science Department mandate?
Thank you so much. And once again, good morning to your listeners. Forest science, we do basically three things. The first one is that we do research. The second is that we do training. And the last one is we do community service, which is simply what we are doing at the moment. So we do outreach, what we've learned about forests, what we have investigated about forests, the science behind forests, that is communicated to community members, including all people, farmers, workers, or all sectors. Okay. Yeah, and then the training part includes our students, of course, but not only that. We also do have training programs specifically for various professionals and sectors as well. Okay. Yeah, so basically, those are the three main things that we do as a department.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Let me come to you, madam.
Yeah.
Madam, we NGO for.
Patron.
Musimu Kumasi.
Patron.
Then I'm a money you know be partner. Mufri Kumasi ton ni mabaha. Na say jumedi inti. And no studio ha. Whatever.
Me that's it. Me say.
Oye no a. Amu NGO no.
Yaka ho asem achi.
Waka ho asem kakra. Yeah.
Enti de ama ye ni Uner atokese ene say. Ye NGO a ye advocacy on nature conservation, climate change, and nyoma fa ya sitnem obade ebobre insuo kwaye even asase a ekuafo be ye ho adwuma agwe kakra itimi ye ho cheche de my communities are more forest free communities. I may say your communities be urban, but said you kan no kwaye de ya na ben won awo sebi wotete ben nkura ewo kwaye hu etwa kwaye hu ahia ti ye dede nye dede hu dede ede nkyerechire edebra nti Uner forma yeti ase say dwumadie bi a ye frɛ no World Nature Conservation Day eba so no yehu se eni suade hunu eya ade a ehia nti yebetime de yahoden abeka won de ho na yabo saa da ru no e de akire sunyaman eni obi a wotie ofidi kese eso nti eba ya ye de yahoden ebeka Uner Department of Forest Science ni abode ru ni akire kwaye kura eyede ne mai
All right.
yetete yesi o kwaye yesi etimba ni enye free ho eno nko a da bi enuma bebre they are called the non-tangible benefits of forest but eno ne kura yen as nipa if it says yeti ye kasi obi entua ne hwene seconds ahra the besi wode man ye be for ambulance abefa ye nyina ko
Okay.
ye nipadua no the activity a day to day activity ye no ye release bibi a friend carbon dioxide eco environment nim na dua no I see environment no ye ntwa nto ankwene no wa fa carbon no no de anu na aduane owi a ono so ne byproduct ay oxygen eno na ye nipa ye fa ye timatena asase so ti ye say when the last tree dies it means the last man will also die.
Okay.
Say nua wo ho ahu se ba bia nsuo da no nsuo ne nwe ena ye ba ye duru ta no na areho a che kakra if you say me ba school sunyane the then school of forestry ena enua no ni se ne ho no nsuo ni sitie no ena unhu ne sa biem eye nipa ena ye say ye nkwaye no so say ya Baku eka baku na say ya nipa baku na aka no so bewu.
Okay.
If you say ono na ema ye nkwa. Kwaye na ema ye nkwa. Tisi ye say na ede ohaw ebre enipa. Nti ehia pa say eda bi de ese ya aba. Si ye boda ru aka che nipa say kwaye yese ma ye kwaye yese ma ye ya. Ye ntena ye office. Ye ntena ye classroom as university professors and as lecturers. Na ye nchira de ne keke enam se ye community service ntia wo se ba na obi a wuti wa fidi kese hu se kwaye ehu hia pa tie wo se meboa me ye boda ru ye bo ho ban na aboa na me nkwa so anye den entwa free asiase for us
Dog, I'll come to you, but madam is etitiro ben na mo hwe kwan se dwumadi mo ba be pie ho no me do mani manya me ba beta akire.
Pacho, me da say. Dwumadie no esi ye Vice Chancellor Professor Elvis Bedi Akonan so.
All right.
Enu fi ho a ye Dean of Natural Resource, School of Natural Resource, Professor Daniel Akoto Safo. Also so na ho de ba beta echi. Ye HOD, opinion o ye Department of Forest Science. Nana Yaboa Opunyi Frimpon. Ye maami odi yenim. Also so betna se. Forestry penyin pa oda Bono region.
Okay.
Mr. Kwashiga beba. Ne na boafu nyina so beba. Ne assistant Mr. Entry so beba. Wildlife mpenyifo beba. Women in timber. Emma omudidwa ewo timber. Enye omudidwa nko a me se meka ho. Yesu ye timber, yesu ye dua mbeba. KWC yaboafo omuso beba. Ye honorable Masorio ono so beba. Ordinary onyamba betayiti MCE right.
Okay.
Ono so beba. Ne ye contractors, timber contractors so beba. Ye students, scientists, omo musua they are into forest research or natural resource research. Omo so beba. Ne omo mutie etiefo nyina so ye to nkra frem so omo so beba. Media so beba.
Sanse na mobe ya mefa mo ko bohu dewru a academy na nkrofo bi mante omudin omso sankrofo na omshi jabidi no charcoal producers for no.
In fact, women in timber there are other group almost bidie hu adwuma. Nti you see women in timber, women along the timber value chain.
Okay.
The value chain no say bidie ni last. Ya kan no ma be fa no mo kwose. Nti ube home.
All right. Let me come to you, Doc. Forest and climate link. How exactly do forest helpers adapt to climate change and extreme weather?
Thank you. So in simple terms, our activities generate all sorts of gases. We call those group of gases that contribute to climate change greenhouse gases. And one of those greenhouse gases is carbon dioxide. We also have another one called carbon monoxide, and a couple of them as well. What they do is that when they are in the atmosphere, they serve a little bit like a blanket. So the heat that is coming from the environment is unable to escape out. And so it causes what is known as the global warming, and then leads to changes in temperature, rainfall, and all the other patterns. So in simple terms, basically that's what climate change is about. So you have changes in weather, you have changes in rainfall, you have changes in the time. For example, you see that this year we had a lot of flooding in Accra and Kumasi. When those two cities flood, it means the whole of Ghana has flooded. so basically, that is as linked to the issues of climate change as well. So, but what the trees do, as my sister mentioned earlier on, is that while we are producing carbon dioxide, not just by breathing in and breathing out, but also when our vehicles, when we drive, factories, when they do anywhere that fuel is used, petrol, diesel, and all that is used, we release carbon dioxide. And so you can imagine millions of people driving cars all over the world, not only Ghana, but all over the world. So it contributes this carbon dioxide to the environment to an extent that is driving the climate change issues. However, this same carbon dioxide is useful to plants. So plants are able to remove that carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and use it to prepare food. Just like the way when you add salt or when you add pepper to your food, when we are preparing our food. So they also just see carbon dioxide maybe as salt or as pepper. So they use it in the preparing their food. So the mango that we eat, the oranges, the pineapple, and all the other things that we do, is actually as a result of plants taking part of that plus sunlight and some other factors to produce food. So if we have a lot of the plants, then it means that they can remove a lot of the carbon dioxide which we are releasing into the environment. So when we remove the plants, we are actually doing two things. First, we are preventing the plants that were already there from removing the carbon dioxide. And then we are contributing more carbon dioxide. Because when they remove them and then the wood that they form, the wood is basically, part of it is basically the carbon dioxide. So when you burn the wood, because basically when we harvest it, some of it ends up burning. When we burn the wood, we are releasing what they remove back into the atmosphere. So basically, by having more trees and nurturing them, we are helping to reduce the issues that are around climate change. And so when we plant trees and then conserve our forest reserves, we'll make where we dwell a more livable place by focusing on things like that.
Okay. The myths and then the facts. What common misconception about forest and climate that you wish the public will stop believing?
So one of the myths around forests is that people tend to think that forest is only a place where you have many trees, some of them big and like far away in a remote area. And you have a lot of trees and they say, oh, this is a forest reserve or this is a forest. But when we also have trees along city areas like your road, or you have some in your house, backyard garden, some in the burial place like cemetery and some other open spaces. All those things come together to form what we call an urban forest. So when we talk about urban forest, we don't mean a very large space in the urban area where trees are occupying, but all the trees scattered around the urban area together. When you put it together, they perform a significant role. Just like I'm saying, so if you have about 100 trees scattered all over Sunyani district, all those 100 trees are going to contribute to reducing the levels of carbon dioxide. So it's not only when they are grouped together in one place that they play that role. But when they are also even scattered across the area, it plays a key role. So it means all of us can participate as foresters by planting some of these trees that are of interest to us wherever we are. And by doing so, we would be working towards having a more livable environment.
So bringing down trees in our communities and in our urban areas, you people don't really support it
at all.
You wish we keep them.
So when it comes to forests, nobody, all of us, we are not saying that don't harvest trees. We are not saying that don't cut trees.
Okay.
We are simply saying that use it sustainably.
Okay.
So the word is ensuring that when you cut it, you plant a new one, or you plant two in place of that.
Okay.
But once you don't replace what you are harvesting, a time will come, even though if there are a million trees and you are removing one, over a period of time, there will be nothing. And one of the biggest thing that we also think, or we normally misconceive, is we think that there are too many. So, if I just cut one or even 10, there are a lot there, it won't finish.
Yes.
But one tree can take like 20 years or 30 years. Some even take up to 53 years to mature. So if you cut one, it means it will take 50 years before you get that particular tree back. That is even if you plant it. So it means even in your lifetime, you get to cut only 2. Because if you live to be 100 years, it means you can only replace just 2. And only 2 can mature. So now, assuming you decided to cut 10, and in your lifetime you didn't plant any one to replace what you harvested, in the end, we will not have the trees that are there. So we shouldn't always think that there are many, there are a lot of them that are there. And so if you are just removing a few, it doesn't matter. It really matters.
When
so
it
we are not
comes to
saying
forest
don't
issue, we should be generational thinkers. So.
Yes. So we are not saying don't cut, but replace whatever that you cut, so that other people can have use.
My follow-up question has to do with community benefits beyond timber. How do healthy forests directly support food, water, health, and jobs for people at the community level? Isi, will you want to address that?
Yes,
one for
please.
us?
Forest has diverse benefits. In fact, we forest a doso pa bakuna yepenya kano o ma yenu framapa ama yetumi atenase. Enu fi ho a yetumi ka nanse omo se obi andi local spices. Mpacho me bwana. Sa cloves wintia ne sa nyoma nya forest mu na efi ba o.
Pepper no.
Pepper di ade nya forest mu na efi ba.
Dawa prekese.
Eno na wo bobo no. Even share better, you see, nkuto nyina forest mu na efiba. Akoso ya tuntum. Sai na ehu tuntum na de no. Forest mu na eba, and then atwa. Oza atwa so na mu friend say.
Anu na atwa no.
Ne de no edawenu mu a na wo ha nyina akọ forest mu na efiba.
Tutu na nye ye fichire na sisi.
Enye ye fichire na wuko baby kra te say Japan a. Omo obibi omo fan forest bathing. Eno che say pressure down so sika some pressure. Unya forest 1 kilometer na wonnam ndua na si nyina na wo ho nyina wo bebe fie no na nya me de adwin bi ubenya sika to wutiri edo danchan a esan ma edwuma enye obia na obenya dwetiri ba wo kwaji permission fi mpanyufo ho a na wo kwosesa wache ahaban ya wo kwosesa ubenya kakra ahwa wo ye na wo mma ubenya kakra ahwa wo ni wukun na wo mma ti forest ho de and then also helps ebani yankwa ho a medicinal purpose enye obia no benya sika akwa hospital ntebi wo ha bibi kakra malaria ya na odiwe kan ho a na odi ya mimi se minyi na me na hye mahogany na wa bɔ ne nsa kakra o se moja adawu mu a pa chetiefo enye eno ne nche se yedura mu nkoyo na eno so esa yare endwe bi so wo ha it gives out some liquid. I'll put it like it exudes some liquid e kro da wonan ho na se wunye bi efa so pa wukrewu na je se eno so usika would better nko bekọ pharmacy akoto eduro nti forest ho de emre ema ye kwan ma ye nkyere benefit aye wo ho eye bebre
ni che se jumedi a eba beba so yi niema mo bobo so wa hase no nyina no mo benya bre na adaje pa di hu nkomo akọ akiri pa
ani
nti na che se ye hwe kwan se ochena no say about Uner hon.
Ochina obia old auditorium.
Yeah.
Old auditorium dadano. Main campus or old auditorium. Who room was security gate apa. Who do have we say we call old auditorium. 10 o'clock. Yebe what pem 12 pem tobre. Nti obia mbrebi. Ejuma so wo ho. Eno Madam Betty Beckham ho ansam. Emma women in timber. Omo ye ma kuku dam a omo wo ndwuma bebre. Omo be fa nkrofo. Nti wo ba omo be kire kwan so a wo betumi aye edwuma na wenya mfaso bebre. Ahwe ho ne mma.
Ene wa pre wa to mu dia. Ene no benya abam. Ne o kan.
You say you make no. Women in timber. Prof Amayati say who twadua e was so replace. Omo ye emma omo di nnua edi omo dwuma. Women entrepreneurs along the timber value chain. Until free the old dua so, the wobu, the ode to car so, the odeba factory ababe pai, the odeba market abeton. Eba the ode handicraft. Odeba and sana de beka na e bia handicraft ne kwa won pen ubu so bedru kumase sokoba ebi mu de shibidie enti sa emai o maka omo ho abom as a group of people from Women in Timber Ghana Association echina omo ba ha ba omo ba no mo ne be di World Nature Conservation Day no masa ka che say o waso die bi if we say wo twa nnua nti wo so odi nnua esi anam no mo santete ye ma na omo ye forestry no ebi ebeka won ho as members no mo abodawro eba omo dua nnua because yesi ye twa ye dua de a ma mo ne bedua eyenya ena se obi wo university na o kire obi a ofa ade no serious nti women in timber person omo ba the friend catch them young. Then they have that youth wing as members of the association, and then they keep the association running.
Me pacho bonohano eduaha.
And your cluster, women in timber, your cluster, and you call timber marketer, and money be a members of the association. Send a doctor kind or no so a member. Or no so bono has say, Tio Ebi has say.
Almost all the regions in
Yebeka say. In the northern region, women in timber and Atabu Enyanru. Then so a growing association.
Atobana for her to say Bono
Bono Eastern, Western, Hunina.
So the choir na
it's a Hunina membership no.
Okay. Edamase papa into Ochinano senior more Canadian Mundu dear. Adwumadi na hyase
pacho
obeba abrante mai me say 10 afi na wa ma bokiti sushi jar yes sir obi obeba bia no momodi anse at least if you no nkono ankosi no ndudi na nka ya tena se na nka mpenu fo adwumadi ni si o mana so na timi abantem ne yetima hyase ntem
e de hwane ye wo
ne ye nyabre won say ade ne tam ni bitu bibiri ya won say peso beche bebre nti no bonsa na utwitwitwa niam so na ko ha adwene ntiatifo momodi ha se omo befa momra ntem maye na yitimi hyase ntem ne mpanifo nyampre na dwumedi no se no mo pese mo ye no mo betimi ayama na ye kama pa na dog let me come to you, dog. When we talk about the sustainable use of our forest, how can we balance using forest resource with conserving them for the next generation? Senior Mikasa, we should be generational thinkers. What does the sustainable look like when it comes to Ghana?
Yeah, so thank you once again. Yeah, so using the resources sustainably, I will just highlight quickly 3 ways that we can do that. I've also already mentioned replacing when we are planting. But what I would like to emphasize is not just about the planting, but also intentionally taking care of the plant. So we don't just plant it and forget about it. But when you plant it, you water it. If you need to put some small manure or some small green grass under it so that it can be able to grow well. You do that. You nurture it until it can be able to stand on its own. And then the other one is those who, number one, who patronize bushcat. Bushcat, timber. When you are going to build your house, you have the bushcat and your sawmill cut. Those who patronize bushcat are basically also contributing to the deforestation. So even though normally they complain that the bush cut is cheaper, but when you buy that, you are basically telling the person go and harvest more. And when the person go and harvest more and come, then in the end, you lose more of the reserve. But most of the time, the bush cut, what they do is that they use the chainsaw to also process the log into lumber. Like we want the wood itself. So when you cut the tree and you use a chainsaw to cut it into the wood that you want, which we call the lumber, you waste it. It generates a lot of waste. But if it is sawmill, you can be able to get like 2 or 3 pieces from the same tree. But if you use the chainsaw, you may get just less than that. In that case, you have to cut more trees to get the volume that you need. So if we start patronizing the sawmill cut, it will also help in minimizing. So all of us can play a role by going that direction. And then finally, we can also report illegal activities. So if you see somebody carrying some suspected wood or whatever it is, just alert the appropriate authority. Report. As citizens, that's a role we can actively play. We can report to the appropriate authorities. And even if you report and you feel, most of the people say they don't see anything happening, you just play your role. At least you know that you have done the right thing. And then the other person who is supposed to take it up, I believe if 20 people, 30 people keep on reporting to the person's office, one day the person will take an action. So we should take it up and then report as individuals. So that's another way we can also contribute when it comes to the sustainability of our forest reserves. Thank you very much.
What are the top 3 threats to our forest right now?
The first one, like we all know in Ghana, is galamsey. What makes galamsey a serious matter is that, like I said, the trees, you see, they can take 50 years to grow. Sometimes 40, sometimes 30. But the galamsey is such that within 1 hour, the whole forest has disappeared. And even if you plant it back, like we are talking about the replanting, it will take 50 years to get exactly the same forest. So that's what makes the galamsey issue a big issue. But the other part of it is that they don't even restore it. They don't plant back. They just, after that, they just go. So let me clarify mining and galamsey. The difference is that in mining, those who have the permit, they sign a certain contract. Which they say they are bond or something. So in the end, and they pay some amount of money, which is kept somewhere. And if you restore the forest, you get your money back. If you don't, they'll use that bonded or that money to restore the forest or restore the place that you destroyed. But for the galamseyers, that is not there. So what happens is that they just dig up, mess the whole place, and then off they are to the next place. And that's what makes it more devastating. But if it is mining, you have what is called sustainable mining. So you can be able to mine sustainably by using tools that don't cause a lot of distraction, as well as also restoring the place after you have extracted the gold from it. But what is going on is the illegal one, where people just cut down, extract whatever they want, and then they disappear to the next place. And that is one of the biggest issues. It's not only here, West Africa, the whole of West Africa is having the same problem. More or less all the African countries that have gold have similar issues. So that's one of the things. But the other one that also affects is a big driver, also have to do with farming. Where farmers encroach on forest reserves to expand the size of their farmland and then grow more crops. That can also lead to forest disappearance, especially cocoa farming and some other coffee. I think recently coffee is also one, coffee and then palm and then some other plantation front that are springing up at the moment. If it is old piece of land, fine. But if you clear a new forest and then you are now growing just palm trees or growing just cocoa or growing just coffee, the forests have many different kinds of trees. But now if you reduce it to just one, that reduces the function that the forest can play. Right. Yes, and the last one have to do with where it has to do with institutions working together to protect our forest. So we have very fine laws, we have very fine institutions, but sometimes getting the work done, implementing the laws and ensuring that everything work well to sustain the forest is normally the biggest issue. So there are many arrests, but you may not see the case moving in the direction that you would love to do. Okay. You and I, we are the same people who go and plead with them. That leave him is my uncle, is my friend. So we are all part of the problem. So, but if we allow the laws to work, you allow the law to work, I allow the law to work, we all allow the laws to work, then it will help curb some of these challenges that we are having.
Okay, on this policy issue, let me come to you. Policy to practice. Or AC, I don't know the two of you who want to handle this for me.
I think for policy,
how can government policy, traditional authorities, and citizens work together based on forest science?
Doc, I think
so, okay, Doc.
Yeah, so when it comes to us working together, just like we came this morning, that's part of it. Right. So media can play a very key role in terms of advocacy, community education, and engagement as well. As individuals, we can also play a role by reporting illegal activities, and also we call that boycott. So you boycott activities, products, and services that are linked to unsustainable use. Like I was talking about the bush cut and then the sawmill cut. If all of us start demanding for sawmill cut, the bush cut will go out of business, and then they'll stop the illegal practices. But once we continue to demand bush cut, of course they will cut more to meet the demand, and that is one of the ways that we can contribute as citizens. Then when it comes to the traditionalists, it's about here we know that chiefs play a very central role. Elders, clan leaders, and all that play a key role when it comes to managing land and also resources at the community level. So they can also, the bylaws that the chiefs pass, we listen to our chiefs a lot. So when they speak and advocate for environmental issues at their meetings and all that, they can also be able to play a key role when it comes to also managing our resources. And then maybe the other one have to do with us taking action, reporting to the appropriate authorities when it comes to people who commit illegal activities in the environment. And once the law takes its course and we allow the law to take full course, we will be contributing to working together as partners to sustain our resources and then our environment as well.
All right. Thank you very much. You baby in Komoy. Engineer, you see, remember doorstep action. About forest conservation. From Momo baby Amotino, David Amosusu say every household betumi a support to ama forest conservation more as institutional about forest more scientists more do ejuma kesi pa.
Okay, so I have always asked the question, how old are you? It's a rhetoric question.
Yeah.
And how many trees do you know that you can relate to your age, the years you have spent on Earth? So if you are 30 years, you should be able to mention at least 30 indigenous tree species from Ghana. But what you say? I don't know yet.
Marie Kra.
I don't know, Kranti. We want to start from education.
Yeah.
Because we need to be one. And no nema utumi because we knew. It's one education. Adia bakwa church and say, "Bon who modia says we di 40 years. I will be who Ghana and 40."
I'll bet me don't say soup.
Bet me actually see where bet me I can say where you doom, where your mahogany, where your chinchin, where you're from. we emre
Can you mu kra me na mdi aye.
eno anu no nti wo ko man bi so a owo ya na owo ne ba na we duadua ma ne ba no nti dua ni nyina na o monete ne ba nti eno no ye japade ba ko so ebetumi edi agyan ba me papa dua ma me anka I'm sure sanka metumi etwa anka me rich sa akonya no wo ho nti wo dua krampo ko forestry commission forest service division particular wo betumi a register ye japade kese pa wo betumi agya wo ma.
Wow.
Yes, Uber register tree registration. Obi entumi ntwa.
E no mo mo de wuro ma yen tini yi no.
Oh yebo.
Omo
Forestry boy bia wonte.
Ase me nya nte de nche se ndu mi ma mo ba.
Enti said you can you be taking notes.
eno fi ho a ade ba ko so a yebo hu de wuro pa ye edible homes. Edible homes ni nyina a kire se wo bedua mango ba ko. Minua bedua ekutuo ba ko, obi bedua alugun tugui. Obi so bedua pe, ebi bedua sa. Nti ye hwe Ghana ye population say ye about 30 million or so. Nti ye fancy adult population ye 20 million. Na me dua mpanyfo ye woman ye 20 na obi edua ba ko a. Afi be ko ewie ye na say ye 20 million trees which has been planted. Just as Doc said, when you plant, you have to nurture it. Water it today, water it tomorrow, water it until it becomes matured.
Ejuma ne so. Mo hia aboafo pa. Se ne be ya dewro no ye beti ase yi. Na ne mo ka no. Ye mfa ni agro.
Kra.
It seems like agro we ni so. Ye ntimamofo no. Ne amoyi obi fo se mo ho na etam no abetena ha na mo kasasa. Nso asem na mo ka no tena se din atia. Ye pesa de mo aba.
Yeah, that's it.
Mo ye program na.
Ade ba ko ye pese ye bon ho ban ye flooding. Nsu eyiri ba ye fie. Nyame nyansem no bo ade nyansem no se nsuo to a e wona kwan esefa na kwan ba ku a ejina pa ye forest. Edua na nkasa fa bi ono anu nsuo ni bi. Asase na edua ni si sunsusu no mu bi. Nyame nyansa ode ato ho no. Na se ye twendua na nsuo no be fa ye de ye fie na beba ye shop mu na beba nti edua de e yo bia sade se eso ye bon ho ban
ye beda mase na Nyankopon hira mo se maje bre mo ye busy people pa ya jima boso kakra afan Nyankopon ya adom after ochina event no mo me enhwe ne empeda foforo mamo na yensa medisa ankomo ebio
Bansa ne be kono. Doc e kan bibi about flooding.
yeah
Yen fie kan no se fia. Yen cement baby na de obi cement baby anu total. Ye besire.
ya pontia
Ye besire. Usi dan ya ja baby kakra se de dog kan.
yeah
Yen ka se ma
anonom
erosion control e be ko form. By say nam si ya pevi baby anti so no gidi gata no so bedru ho no
onye sika kakra na wan two fia
oh debi e was so you nature conscious
so ye pepe onye sika two
so dey open so to tasa to baby kakra
de roni de momia moni yi na okosika ni bi fie no to ho nyina nka so ye pepe so na me kire na omusenso mukran
ti said your can education dey said we are was here cost to us with or without world nature conservation they be was here can
you can't do baby amount for better see
yes
na ye fear ya pivu holding na
I believe so
obi kra ho san tra ne fie no no san pivu akoto kana no
since to ya you na ba kwam yeah that is very
hard
important
nti mo be san ba nti ochina be hwe se ye be ba around na ya ba betie bi na ya ma news for no so afa no me ga be news no na o maka ho asem ye san stream live e wo YouTube
okay
nti mema brand na se ne link no
e
dia mama na ma share mo various platform na man for so hu juma pa moye nti e live streaming na ye ma mo nti on sabe kan link no why
okay thank you
nti ye damase papa ye wa another interview nya sanka me no mo be bon komo na ma 12 abo because in common ya dia ehia pa nti ye be damase Nyankopon adomochena
Ani.
10 o'clock.
Pepe.
Na yakra de be bantem na yetimi ni mpanimfo bi no medidi nkɔmɔ ansa na program yetimi ahyase. Nti yankopon hyiram.
Ya bedam asipa. Oh, service radio. Ya dam asipa, we are so grateful. Ya dam asipa. Ya dam asipa.
Yen share dam asise mo besra. Yankopon hyiram. Ya besen shara for.
Bye.
Yo, ati for ya dan ye ho ne ya basese ya.
104.9 radio.